Great
Yes.
evening, everyone. Welcome to the 52nd episode of Beautiful Minds with me, Kirthi. It's a live chat show with unsung heroines around the world. And today with me,
Right.
I have got a gorgeous woman. I don't know, should I call her an unsung heroine? But for me, when I met her for the first time, it was unsung. But then when I started scratching out the story of this beautiful lady out there, I knew that she's not a very, she's a small packet in a big dhamaka. So that's how I met. And I would love to share with the audience out there how did I actually come across Naira's profile is. I followed Samira Reddy and I did find out once Samira was on live and she said that one of the fitness coach will be giving you some instructions about intermittent fasting. And I thought, wow, that's great, yeah, because every one of us are trying to lose our weight. So I went on I did see or I did watch Nyla speaking about it. And the first and foremost thing which I liked about her is the simplicity. Like she was so real. There is no kind of flashy part saying that, wow, I'm in a celebrity stage right now and I'm talking. She was so focused on what she is and what she is doing. And she's done with it very clean and crisp, a short clip and done. That was the first impression where I thought, yeah, definitely we're going to message this person and ask whether she can join and share her story with us. I was really doubtful whether will I get a response back because we don't know how does people respond. But I was so shocked and I was really happy when she messaged me saying, obviously I can come up. There is no problem at all. And we did a video call and she was the same simple person whom I met for that particular video. So Naila, with all the official part apart, welcome to my show.
Thank you so much for this lovely introduction, Kirti. I'm equally happy to be here. It's amazing how the internet has made the world a small place, and I can, now maybe reach out to, you guys all the way there, but even though we are so far, and then share knowledge, right? So it's a beautiful space, and I'm very, very happy and, glad to be here with you. So thank you for having me, really.
Thank you so much, Naira. Let's move on, Naira.
Yes.
People those who know Naira might know that she is a fitness coach, and to those audience from Kerala who doesn't know much about Naira, we'll go ahead and start talking about Naira's childhood or some things which she has shared with me, which was quite interesting for me when she was in her college days, and how like as I've mentioned in my post, that how did an art student turn out to be a fitness coach and how crazy she was. So let's go on. It's over to you that talking about
Yes.
from the childhood days.
It does make me really go back in time, this question. So I started out in art school in my college years. I was pursuing fine arts, which I have to admit I absolutely loved as well. And during my college days, even way back in time, I remember when we'd have like a live class for portraiture or for life drawing, I would sneak out and run to this gym opposite my college and finish an aerobic session, club somewhere this lunch break with it, and then run back to do the drawing. And I never really realized back in the days that this running for this class was where this was coming from. Like, what is this drive to skip lunch, club it, maybe even listen to the teacher about why I'm late, just disappear for this 1 hour for myself. And I was really young. I may have been like what, 19 or by then. So this was something way back in time that it sparked off. I continued to do workout and fitness way back in time for years after years without ever committedly. I'd never miss a class. I hated missing it. It was my go-to thing even back in the days. And I never really realized that, wow, this passion is budding inside me and this needs some kind of a professional attention in any way. But as we all need degrees in valid subjects, at least back in our times when we were studying, which required us to, say, okay, I'm a bachelor in X, Y, Z, or I'm doing my master's. So I continued my art, and as I said, I did love it. So I did continue to pursue it. I went on to also, work in that same space. And I think a decade plus back, I think maybe about 12 years old now, I realized that maybe 15 years now, yeah, 15, that there's something more I need to do. I miss this, like whenever I miss this physical movement. Like, movement is so important to me, and what is it that I want to really do with it? And then I started studying. By then, around 15 to 12 years now, fitness has really picked up. And I would say I am now in a space which is luckily at its peak. Like I may have never realized what I was pursuing back then, right? There's a different awareness today. And then I started studying and I said, you know what, this interests me. I need to do something about this. So I started studying and I can't be happier I took it up because I absolutely feel like I'm in my skin doing what I should be doing, in that sense. So I did give many exams and cleared them. And I to date give exams every year to up my knowledge. So yes, this is how we kind of, this is where it all came from in that sense.
Naila, I'm sure that when you actually opted to be a fitness coach, you would have definitely gone through a lot of challenges. Like people around you might have said, first and foremost, thing is you're a woman, you're going to be a fitness coach, and how would you do this? One. Second, I still remember you told me that at times when you do coaching for the people out there, I'm sorry, but I shouldn't make a gender difference, but still, there are
Right,
people around you who say that, okay, now you are a woman, so how would you actually coach us? And
right,
also, third one, people might also have told you that do you think it is actually a secure job to be a fitness coach? Because I think when
right.
you started your career, fitness wasn't that much in a boom. But right now, when
Yes,
it's lockdown, I think people are so much health conscious. So,
true.
would you like to share about those challenges which you had to face, or you're still
Absolutely.
facing at times?
I think that when I started my journey with fitness and I also started to give exams, I think somewhere I knew that, okay, this is what I want to do. So I need to give my, time, attention, and space to it. So I started studying. Even back then, I wasn't so sure about security and profession, to be very honest. It can be when you follow your passion. Early on in those years, it's not like something that's, it's not like a very guaranteed MBA that's going to get you an internship and then a job. It's not that space. Also, fitness is so individual. You are your own boss, right? So when clients come to you and then you sort of retain them over the years for who you really are, it can be a long time. So initial years were, yes, they were tough. I continued to, attend the class. I have to owe it to my mentors under whom I learned, right? Who trusted my knowledge or my expertise. So my very first mentor was with whom I attended class year after year, and she was the first person to tell me. I was still studying art back then, and she said that, you know what, you know the workout in and out. I'm going to stand on the side, and you're going to conduct this class, and stop paying for it. Don't come like a client. Just help me. Just take over, right? So that was my first teaching experience. I have to tell you, standing in front of a class of 15 people every, an hour after hour, day after day can be very intimidating as a newcomer who, because you need that kind of, it's a huge confidence building activity as well. Like fitness by itself, not just for me, but even when I teach clients and you sort of have opening up in your bodies, it's really something else. So she was the first person, and then she passed on some personal trainings to me. And that's when I realized, you know what, I can't do this if I haven't studied this. And I started studying this. It was a long while between the studying, the struggling, and the establishing. It's a journey, really. I have run many classes which people have not turned up, and I have pocketed the rents, for the hour, for the studios. It's quite normal when you're an entrepreneur or you're your own, you're responsible for your own thing. It can be a struggle and it can sometimes be very disappointing. And you feel like, you know what, why am I here? I've actually pocketed money for rents, saying, okay, this is the studio rent, but nobody turned up today. ठीक है, life goes on kind of thing. But I think the motivation kept me, and I have to be grateful for where I am. I then also did my Reebok course under, Vinata Shetty, who was really, really a lovely lady, very inspiring to date, and, who helped me with my journey as well. And then I very gradually sort of started on my own. I would say my brand WWN, which is now like formed and it has so many things under it, is only 2 years old, so to say. So by the time you really get your act together, and because I was sporadic, I was doing various things. I was running an intermittent fasting online program. I'm teaching some Zoom classes. I have some subscription, database videos which people use every day. So when I started sort of clubbing everything together, and it came under the brand of, okay, I have this brand. Now I'm a founder of WWN and I have this XYZ. Also coming to this male bit, right? Like I often find it's not told to my face, right? It's not in your face as a female fitness coach. Often I find that like, see, I'm not a floor trainer in a gym. I have my own thing going, right? But often men can have that, though it's fast changing now, have that attitude that if she can't lift 100 kgs, she can't guide me to lift 100 kgs. It's like that, right? Whereas knowledge about fitness can be quite different from, maybe my max capacity based on my height, weight, body type, gender can be at 50 or 60 kgs, but I'm extremely well equipped to teach you how to do 100 and stand right there and guide you. Whether it's your posture, it's your form, it's a requirement for a diet, protein, whatever it is, right? But I find that men can sometimes find that trust a little difficult to lay. But I have to tell you, I have a few male clients who've been, around for a long time, and they love the classes. So it's something that tells you, okay, no, there is also a sect out there that feels no, it's absolutely, they can completely trust your expertise and your work, which I'm grateful for, So that way, it can be a struggle sometimes, yes.
I think, Nyla, it's the experience which gives you a lot of confidence to say this, that it doesn't matter am I thin or am I short, am I tall. It just matters
Yes.
is how good am I at my work. That's how it
Yes,
actually goes. So,
absolutely. Yes.
and what reminds me about when you say about the thin part of the short part of it is certain people say that I would love to ride a bullet. So I have had people around telling those people that, oh, you cannot actually handle a bullet because a person who needs to ride a bullet needs to be a bit more fit and the
Right.
weight kind of part of things. But I have been
True.
surprised when I see girls, those who are very thin and lean, who cannot even balance the weight of the bullet. Actually, they ride it off. So I think it's not about the
It's a
it's
mind.
not
It's a mind game. It's if you
mindset.
think you can do it, you can do it. It's just, it's that perception in your head that you need to change, and I think everything is possible. Absolutely.
Wonderful. Naila, I
So,
would also like to request you to actually share your experience. Like, how did you enter into the being a Bollywood instructor? Because people actually have a notion that it's quite easy for a women to actually be into Bollywood and things like that. One second, they also feel like, okay, now she was actually born and brought up in a very hi-fi place where she already had a lot of contacts with the Bollywood kind of actors, and it actually went on with reference. But I believe that when I had a conversation with you, it's all about the hard work and the
yes.
work actually went up as a mouth, word of mouth, which actually went to
Yes.
the
Yes.
that industry as well. So would you like to share that also with the audience out here?
Sure. See, I think, Kirti, it's always your work speaks for you, right? And also with fitness, it's you have to walk the talk. You can't be saying, I'm not going to work out, I'm not going to do my thing, I don't look it, but I'm going to say it, or I'm going to be it. You
Mhm.
pretty much have to be in sync with everything you're saying, and be it, and be that person and live it, to sort of be able to have that kind of an existence as well, to an extent. And I think work speaks for itself. So it's always, yes, it is reference, it's word of mouth, and it is your hard work that will take you places. Whether it is coaching, or talking or speaking with a Bollywood person or even a non-Bollywood person, it really, doesn't matter. The point being that you have to be sure about your knowledge base, and you have to be sure about what is this person who is, learning with you require. Someone can come to you with an injury, someone can come to you with a mental setback. There's so much that I find plays on the physical body, like especially on, when you personal train people, when you're more one-on-one with them, you realize that what is it that needs the push. Where is this? Is it physical? Is it mental? Is it emotional? Where is this coming from? And I think as coaches, you're somehow able to open the knots to an extent, if not entirely, it's I think physical fitness can almost be therapeutic for a lot of people. Simple things like losing weight and gaining the confidence to just to just open up and be, right? Like, and it's not really weight loss. I mean, I feel like it's a shallow word to use where fitness is concerned. The most people will join a class saying, you know what, I want to join it because I want to lose weight. But there's just so much that goes on. Even when we run the intermittent fasting, mindful living program, if people come to you, I realize that there's so much, what do you call this? Minor coaching that people need. It's all about like really being able to understand this person's space and then being able to provide them what they truly need. And it maybe it's through exercise, that's fine. But I find as coaches, we are able to tap that spot, and it's very rewarding when somebody sees a positive change through you or because of you. It doesn't matter celebrity or not. It's just a great space to be able to help in that sense, right? It's like a give back in some way, and I really find it very, very rewarding.
Nyla, when you said one of the point with when you were actually sharing, it just got reminded about one of our guests who's a tattoo artist, and no, one of the audience actually asked, "How do you feel when you are doing a tattoo on a celebrity?" So she said the same thing. It doesn't matter whether someone who's sitting in front of me is a celebrity or a normal
No,
person. For me,
right,
whoever is sitting on the chair is a person who has come to ink, and I do that. The same way I
right,
do what you said also, like it doesn't matter
right.
whoever comes in front of me. I am a fitness coach and I'm just looking for that. And that's actually
Absolutely.
that's something which I started off by saying this is how you are, like a very simple person, like very focused on what you do and what the
Right,
workouts you're doing out. And
right,
another part which I love about you right now is finding you doing creative things in your piece. Like it's not that you are a fitness coach, you're looking only for some gym kind of things or some a
right.
Zoom meeting where you do workouts, but you're now running a live workout.
Yeah.
Another one is that it was a coincidence, I guess, that today when we have you on our show, you have posted something saying that I'm a fitness coach. It wasn't easy for me to be a fitness coach. It was so
Right,
that I couldn't. Yeah. So you're doing a lot
right.
of things in between. Come up with a lot of things which you can eat and things like that. But
Yes,
one of the most interesting one, which I would love you to actually share, is about the intermittent fasting plan which you are running, or the workshop, or what should
right.
I say, the program which you're running, which you can actually
Yes,
probably let the audience know about it, and also the
right,
upcoming one.
right. So, thank you for asking, Kirti, and I'd love to share with you. So, I have a few things that I do. One is I'm the founder of WWN, which is Workout with Nyla, which is my brand. So I run that section has many classes, physical fitness classes. I do personal training. I on Zoom right now, but otherwise when things were open, I would was one-on-one. I do Zoom classes right now, which initially were group classes, outside in the studio. So that's one thing. And I also do something like, let's say you can't turn up for my class. My timing is 8 a.m. or 5 p.m. You can't make it. I have a subscription database where I release a workout every single day, and it reaches you in your time zone, because I have many time zones using that portal. It reaches your time zone in that time for you to work out first thing in the morning wherever you are. Of course, that is on your own, but I release a workout every single day on that portal. They're really fun. So I totally love doing that as well. Like every day is a new day and it's a new design. But that's one thing. And then IFML, Intermittent Fasting, Mindful Living. I'm the co-founder of this program. I do it with my partner, Kamna Bhandari, who is the nutrition coach. So on this program, my expertise is fitness and her expertise is nutrition. And together we run this program on a WhatsApp platform because we find that WhatsApp is a very one-on-one communicative platform where, if I have a group of people and I'm on it, every time they have a question, it's answered in an hour or two. It's almost like talking one-on-one. So it's not a distant communication platform, right? Where I send you an email and then you sort of figure it out on your own. It's not one of those. So that's a program we started luckily way before the quarantine ever happened. So we were already set on an online platform, before the lockdown. And in that program, it's 45 days long. There is a few things that we do. One is fitness. So I look into everything fitness related on that program. You receive your daily workouts from me on it. If people have injuries, they have shortcomings that don't allow them to do certain movements. I also create some modified workouts to help them start moving. Like I've had people in the past with ACL injuries or a tennis elbow, a few other things that can be manned even online. Other than that, we do a lot of other things like, you get your diet plan from the nutritionist. And the whole thing is about the support group and community. right? Like getting fit together. So we at a time have anything between 40 to 60 people who are on this platform with us. We're coaching pretty much one-on-one. We get on calls with them as and when they need to. I would design the fitness week for them. My partner designs their diet plan for them. And together we do nutrition challenges. And also it's a lot about educating, where I find our main key thing is that once you finish with the program, you don't need to Google anything anymore. Brown bread or white rice or brown, how much, do I need to go gluten free? Is vegan better than, should I go on a low carb diet? What is keto? We try as much as possible in these 45 days to educate our clients into what is individually good for you. Forget what the fad is. There's no one fits all, right? What works for you doesn't work for me. What works for me doesn't. So we try to cater to that niche where we are able to individualize a plan for you, that you don't just finish in 45 days. We put you on a path to begin something that is yours to keep for the months that will follow. So it's more of a lifestyle change program. And yeah, the upcoming one is on 12th June. So any of you guys who are looking at taking up intermittent fasting guided along with diets and, I would say healthy eating, not really diets, and workouts, then you can DM me or you can ask Kirthi, she can put you forward to me. So yeah, that's an upcoming program. And of course, if you want to work out online with me, DM me, and you can always do a trial, join a class now. As I said, the world's a small place. So yes.
That's again wonderful, Nyla, to hear from you that people out there who are really interested, she welcome you. And I still remember when I no, when I invited her for this episode, what she said is that I would be really happy so that I can extend my fitness and my journey towards another place, which is so new for me. Though you have been here, I think some time, but I think you may
It's
definitely
very
have.
small. I was very small. Yes, I do have beautiful memories, but I was very, very tiny. Yes, it was a long time ago.
That's
But it's
again wonderful.
nice to
I think
just be
Nyla,
reaching out to a different set of people who would otherwise not see me or not know me. And it's really nice of you to have me here and open, this out to your audience. So it's very kind of you. So I'm happy to be here. Yes.
Nadia, and I would think that you and your founder of internet fasting, I think both of you actually had some intuition that okay, now lockdown is going to come up, so let's start it from now, so that by the time the
No,
lockdown is off,
it is surprising. I tell
yeah,
you, I
yeah.
think it's just surprising because you know how this started. I have to tell you this. It never started as this is a program and now we are going to launch it. It was never that way. So Kamna was always a great friend, and I have gone to her for as in for nutrition counseling myself in the past. And
Mm-hmm.
I would always get along really well. And now when my clients were coming to my class, when the studios were open, it's almost now I think 2.5 years now that we started the program. I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
do something more for my clients than just take that class for 1 hour. I felt like they come to me for this 1 hour, they trust me with this time of theirs, and there's something more I want to do for them. At that point, I had been intermittent fasting for a couple of years already, and I had seen the benefits. So I asked Kamna that can I put my clients and maybe some of yours as well, let's put them on a group, on a WhatsApp group, and let's do, this is not a paid activity for you or me. Let's just do something more for them. Can we guide them? And you're the nutritionist, so I don't want to take that expertise. I'd like someone with the expertise on it in case they, have a headache or they have an issue, so they can address it. And she said, okay. She got a few clients on board. I got a few clients on board who were very happy. And by the time we finished, we had like 30 people for 30 to 40 days who we just guided. Okay. This was purely intermittent and they were coming to my class. I had known these clients for a while. They were so happy that by the end of this program, we had people asking us about this thing. And by then we were like wondering that, okay, now this one needs to become a program, because we can't be offering free expertise just like
Yeah.
that day after day. So let's format it. And then we sort of put it together and launched it. So I feel that, this whole idea of wanting to help was the first base to start, right? Like wanting to do something more for people. And I always feel that when the intention is not that I have to make money, this has to bring me a surplus. When the intention is different, somehow the success is different. So yeah, this is how, we launched it. And I have to say, we chiseled it a lot over the years. It is now what it is now is very different from what it was with God's grace, but we managed to do a good job. So yes,
I think Nana, when you said about the same that you didn't expect what would be the outcome out of it, we've just started off doing, and now you have just
yes,
decided to make it into a paid version.
yes,
I
yes.
remember one of my friend actually told me never ever do something free of cost because that will not be valued. At least charge a 1 rupee so that people will give that one
Yes.
rupee for that one.
No, I
And
agree. I agree. I think it's just I think it's just organic the way it happened. It was never like I thought I want to do this program. Like I have an idea and now I want to create a program. It was I just had this idea, I want to do something more for my clients. Let's do something more. Let's take some expertise from someone who's an expert and let's just put this together, right? And Kamna, of course, I mean, she plays a huge role because she being who she is just brings so much to the table, and it's lovely that the two of us can put our expertise together and sort of put this out. So it has been, yeah, we of course started with charging very little. We also have added so much value to the program in the last 2.5 years, right? So it's come a long way in that sense.
I feel so proud that again this is a joint venture of two women together to
Right.
make some changes out there, and it is beautiful to have you here. And I don't know how is it possible, or is that a coincidence that when people ask me what do you get out of Beautiful Minds, I say that there is no other benefit apart from listening to some women out there who's doing wonderful things. Same way comes out from you also. I never thought
Right.
like infinite passes.
Absolutely.
There is no,
No, no,
yeah,
you're
it's
doing a
marvelous.
fab job yourself on your page, inviting people to your platform to share their stories. I think it's beautiful. And I think the outreach is great. I mean, you're also working to start this page, but it's just passion, right? And I'm sure you have a lot lined up for you that we can't foresee right now.
Thank you
So,
so much, Nana. I wouldn't say that I should say bye to you right now because I would really love to keep in touch with you because I think
absolutely.
apart from being a fitness coach, you are a wonderful human to get in
Thank you
contact
so
with.
much.
The most simple word which I could actually give you as an adjective would be the simple fitness coach. So people out there, soon after this live, you will find the link to her page so you can actually follow her. And I'm getting few questions like about the program. You can probably DM her personally, and she'll
Sure.
definitely respond after that.
Definitely.
So apart from that, Nyla, though I didn't have a very formal questions to you, but it's actually a routine for me to ask one simple question to all my guests that being a fitness coach with a lot of experience that you have and being a woman, what would be the message from your side to the audience out there before we say a good night and a bye to the people out there?
I have only one thing to say. You have this one life, prioritize it with health and fitness. It is truly your wealth and keep it that way. So I guess that's the one thing that I would want to say is that, always place yourself first and do what it takes, even whatever little that is, to keep yourself healthy and fit because truly it's your one body that's going to last you this lifetime. So let's make the most of it.
Thank you so much, Nala. I should actually thank you once again for joining us on this Saturday to to share your journey with us and also giving us some light about the fitness and the things which you're doing right now. And I'm sure that it would have been definitely something which people would actually rethink of, or definitely will go ahead and check your page to be more fit and think about
Sure.
fitness as a profession as well. So, ladies
Right.
out there, you can also actually be a fitness coach. You don't have to be
Yes, of
doing only
course.
the white collar job or the 9 to 5 job. You guys
Right.
will just actually go ahead and just explore it. So,
Right.
Nana, once again, thank you so much for
Thank you
joining.
so much. Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me. Thank you, Kirti, for having me. Guys, have a great weekend. And I hope to connect with a lot of you. If you have any questions, just DM or ask, and you'll hear from me.
Definitely. And to the
Thank you.
audience out there, yeah, and to the audience out there, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And as always, you have been from the beginning till now to complete every episode with a lot of love and your suggestions. So keep watching Beautiful Minds. Next weekend, you will have another interesting woman with me with her own journey. So until and unless right now, during this
Right.
pandemic situation, we only have few things to tell you. Keep smiling, stay safe at home, and have a great evening ahead. Thank you so much, Naila.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.